Children, in this question, they have said that find the value of k so that PQ will be parallel to RS. Given that the coordinates of P point is given as 5, comma minus 1, Q is given as 6, 11, R is given as 6 and minus 4k, and S is given as 7, comma k square. So they are asking us to find out the value of k when they have already said that PQ is parallel to RS. So what we are going to do, we are going to first find out the slope between the 2 points PQ and then the slope between the 2 points R and S. So I've taken the first 2 points P and Q, for which the coordinates are given as 5, comma minus 1, and for Q it is given as 6, comma 11. I'm considering the coordinates of P point as x1, y1 and the coordinates of Q point as x2, y2. And since we know that slope formed between any 2 points through which line is passing can be taken out by difference of ordinates divided by difference of abscissa. So the same concept I'm going to apply. Slope of PQ can be taken out as y2 minus y1, that is 11, minus then minus 1, which is the value of y1, upon x2 minus x1, that is 6 minus 5, which will give us the value as 11 plus 1 minus minus is plus 1 upon 1, which will finally give us the slope value of PQ as 12. Now after that, I'm going to take another 2 points that is given as R and S, for which the coordinates are given as 6, comma minus 4k, and for S point the coordinates are given as 7, comma k square. So I'm considering the coordinates of the point R as x1, y1 and the coordinates of S point as x2 and y2. So again, by using the same concept of difference of ordinates divided by difference of abscissa, I'm going to find out the slope of RS, and it will be like that: y2 minus y1. So y2 is k square, minus sign, then y1 is actually minus 4k, upon x2 minus x1, that is 7 minus k, that is 7 minus 6. Children, remember this thing very well, that while you are finding out the slope in such situations, then in that case, remember that due to the change of the sign, due to the presence of the minus sign in some of the parts of the coordinates, sometimes people make mistakes. So you have to be a bit careful while substituting the values. Like see, I've substituted minus 4k, and this was the minus sign that was already shown for the difference between the two ordinates. So finally the value will be k square plus 4k upon 1, which will be k square plus 4k. Now since they have already told us that PQ is parallel to RS, so the slope of RS will be equal to slope of PQ. So the slope of RS is coming out to be k square plus 4k, and that will be equal to the slope of PQ, that is 12, and on transposing this 12 on the other side, and a quadratic equation will be formed, that is k square plus 4k minus 12 equal to 0. Now you know two methods of solving a quadratic equation. One is the Sridharacharya method, or you can say the quadratic equation form, and the second method is of factorization. So I'll go with factorization, and I'm going to split the middle term, that is k square is equal to 6k minus 2k minus 12 equal to 0. So 4k is being split into plus 6k minus 2k. On grouping them up, the first group will be having these two terms, k square and 6k, in which I'm going to take k common from both the parts. So k will be left, plus 6 will be left, and in the second group I'm going to take minus 2 common. Again k will be left and plus 6 will be left, equal to 0. Then after that I'm going to group them up. So out of these two, k plus 6 is common, so what is left? K is left and minus 2 is left, equal to 0. And now I'm going to apply the zero product rule, by which I'm going to equate this k plus 6 with 0, for which I'll be getting one value of k as minus 6, and then I'll equate k minus 2 equal to 0. For that I'm going to get the second value of k as 2. So in this way, because we were already told in this question that the PQ is parallel to RS, first we have taken out the slope of PQ, then the slope of RS, and by the concept that because the two line segments are parallel, their slopes will be also equal, by that concept we have shown this equation, and a quadratic equation was formed, which we have solved it by the factorization method, or you can also solve it by quadratic equation formula method. So you will be getting two values of k as minus 6 and 2.